As I was going over Kilgary Mountain, I met Colonel Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and then produced my rapier, saying stand and deliver, for I'm a bold deceiver. Hush-a-ring, rum-a-doo-rum-a-dar. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money, oh, it made a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She vowed and she swore she never would deceive me, but the devil in those women, they never can be easy. Mush-ring, rum-a-doo, rum-a-dar. Back for the daddy-o, back for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went into my chamber, all for to take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels, and sure it was no wonder. But Jenny took me charges, and she filled them up with water, and sent for Colonel Farrell to get ready for the slaughter. Hush-a-ring, rum-a-doo, rum-a-dar. Back for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. It was early in the morning as I rose to travel. The Garda were around me and likewise Colonel Farrell. I first produced my pistol, for she stole away my rapier, but I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken. Hush-a-ring, rum-a-doo, rum-a-dar. Back for the daddy-o, back for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. If anyone can aid me, it's me brother in the army. I don't know where he's stationed, be it Cork or in Killarney. And if he'll come and save me, we'll go a-roving. I swear he'll treat me better than me darling sporting Jenny. Hush-a-ring, rum-a-doo, rum-a-dar. Back for the daddy-o, back for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Now some men take delight in the drinking and the roving, others take delight in the hurley or the bowling, but I take delight in the juice of the barley, courting pretty maids in the morning so early. Bush-ring, rum-a-doo, rum-a-dar. Back for the daddy-o, back for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Well, welcome to my YouTube St. Patrick's Day concert. St. Patrick's Day will be upon us in no time at all. 2 more days on Wednesday night. And the place will be rocking. All the bars, all the taverns, everybody likes to come out and pretend they're Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Absolutely. I'll be at the R Bar in St. John. That's on the corner of Charlotte and Union Street, and hope to see you all there. In the 4th, there we go, the Irish Rover. In the 4th of July, 1806, we set sail from the cold key of Cork. We were sailing away with a cargo of bricks for Grand City Hall in New York. 'Twas an elegant craft, she was rigged fore and aft, and ho, the trade winds drove her. She had 27 masts, she stood several blast, and we called her the Irish Rover. There was Barney McGee from the banks of the Lee, there was Hogan from County Tyrone. There was Jimmy McGurk, who was scared stiff of work, and a man from Westmeath named Malone. There was Slugger O'Toole, who was drunk as a rule, fighting Bill Tracy from Dover, and your man Mick McCann from the banks of the Bann was the skipper on the Irish Rover. Oh, fare thee well, my pretty little maid, I must sail away. Oh, fare thee well, my pretty little maid, I must sail away. We had 1 million bales of the best Sligo eggs, we had 2 million barrels of stone, we had 3 million sides of old blind horses' hides. We had 4 million barrels of bones. We had 5 million hogs and 6 million dogs, 7 million barrels of porter. We had 8 million bales of old nanny goat tails in the hold of the Irish rover. Oh, fare thee well, my pretty little maid, I must sail away. Oh, fare thee well, my pretty little maid, I must sail away. We had sailed 7 years when the measles broke out and the ship lost its way in a fog. Then the will of the crew was reduced down to 2, just myself and the captain's old dog. Then the ship struck a rock, oh Lord, what a shock, and nearly tumbled over. She turned 9 times around, and the poor old dog was drowned. I'm the last of the Irish rovers. Oh, fare thee well, my pretty little maid, I must sail away. Oh, fare thee well, my pretty little maid, I must sail away. Well, the old Irish rover didn't have very much luck. I learned living in the old country for a little while that there were certain songs you did not sing in certain neighborhoods. And I was in Glasgow for a short time, and I learned very quickly that this is not a song that was sung in certain neighborhoods. Otherwise, let's just say you'd be going home horizontal, if you got home at all. Fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling, Michael, they are taking you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn, so the young might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely around the fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young man call. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crowd, I rebelled, they ran me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely around the fields of Athenry. By a lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling, as a prison moon ship sailed out against the sky. Sure she'll wait and hope and pray for love in Bonny Bay. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely around the fields of Athenry. One of the more loved Rebel songs. Here's another one. One that was written for one's beloved. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. Come over the hill, my bonny Irish lass. Come over the hills, my bonny Irish lass. Come over the hills to your darling. You choose the rose, love, and I'll make the vow, and I'll be your true love forever. Red is the rose in yonder garden rose, fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyne, but my love is fairer than Killarney's green woods that we strayed, when the moon and the stars they were shining. The moon shone its rays on her locks of golden hair, and she swore she'd be my love forever. Yonder garden grows, fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyne, but my love is fairer than the parting that my sister pains. It's not for the grief of my mother, 'tis all for the love my bonny Irish lass, that my heart is breaking forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows, fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyne, but my love is fairer than any. Beautiful love song indeed. I always said Irish music dealt with one of 3 Ds: drinking, dying, put it politely, dating. So this is one, well, that has to do with more dating, where a fellow finds a pretty young lass and quite is taken with her. Star of the county down. Near Bainbridge down in the county down, one morning in July, down a boring green came a sweet colleen. She smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her 2 white feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing else I'd shake myself to make sure I was standing there. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I seen like the brown colleen that I met in the county down. As she onward sped, I shook my head and a gazing the feeling rare. And I said I to a passers-by, who's a maid with the nut brown hair. He smiled at me with pride, said he, that's a gem of Ireland's crown. That's Rose McCann from the banks of the Bann, she's a star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I seen like the brown colleen that I met in the county down. I travelled a bit, but I never was hit since my roving career began. But fair and square I surrendered there to the charms of Rose McCann. I'd hard to let no tenant yet did I meet with shawl or gown, but in she went and I asked no rent it for the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I seen like brown colleen that I met in the county down. At the Crossroads Fair, I'll surely be there. I'll dress in my Sunday clothes. I'll try sheep's eyes and dilute in lies on the heart of the nut brown rose. No pipe I'll smoke, no horse I'll yoke, though with rust my plough turns brown. Till a smiling bride by my own fireside sits the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I see like this brown colleen that I met in the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I seen like the brown colleen. There's a star of the county down, the county down, the county down, the county down. I actually met a young woman from the county down who lived on the banks of the Bann, who went to school in Bainbridge town, and her name happened to be Rosie, of all people. Good friend of mine who works over in Scotland, and I always think of my friend Rosie when I sing that song. I always have to send that song out to her. Well, here's one from the Flogging Mollies, a little more contemporary, a little more harsher and rocky, and it's called Drunken Lullabies. Must it take a life for hateful eyes to glisten once again? 500 years of Gaelic night have blown us all to hell. What Savior rest while on a cross we died? shepherd led his lamb astray to the bigot and the gone. Must it take a life for hateful eyes to glisten once again? 'Cause we find ourselves in the same old mess, singing drunken lullabies. I watched and stared as Rosin's eyes turn a darker shade of red, and the bullet with this sniper lie in their bloody godless cell. Must we starve on crumbs from long ago through these bars of man-made steel? Is it great or little things we fought and then knelt with conscience blessed to kill? Must it take a life for hateful eyes to glisten once again? 'Cause we find ourselves in the same old mess, singing drunken lullabies. Maybe it's the way we're taught, maybe it's the way we fought, but a smile never grins without tears to begin. The kiss is a cry we all lost. There's nothing left to gain for the banshee that stole the grave. 'Cause we find ourselves in the same old mess, singing drunken lullabies. I sit and dwell on faces past. No, like memories seem to fade. No color left but black and white, and soon we'll all turn gray. But may these shadows rise and walk again, with lessons truly learned, when the blossom flower in each our hearts shall beat a newfound flame. Must it take a life for hateful eyes to glisten once again? 'Cause we find ourselves in the same old mess, singing drunken lullabies. 'Cause we find ourselves in the same old mess, singing drunken lullabies. Song about the troubles, all the troubles. Well, you know, we sing a lot of authentic Scottish or Irish stuff, but when it is St. Patrick's Day, you've got to give a nod to the smarm, because there are certain songs, whether they're truly Irish or not, that people always associate with the day. So not to disappoint the grannies and the aunties and anybody else who feels it's not St. Patrick's Day until this song is sung, this goes out to you. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the flowers are falling. 'Tis you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. But when ye come and all the roses are dying, and I am dead, as dead I well may be, where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me, and I shall hear the soft yet tread above me, and all my grave will warmer, richer be. For you will bend and tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to me. Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, I love ye so. Oh, wee Danny boy, you gotta have some of that old Irish schmarm, to say the least. Well, here's one of my favorite of all times. And I'll part with this, because that's what it's called, the parting glass. Well, if you're in the St. John area and want to join us at the R Bar from 8 till 12 on Wednesday, I'd love to see you. Aren go bra, slancheva, and all that other crazy Irish stuff that we say on this day. Of all the money that I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away. And all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be to you all. Oh, if I had money enough to spend, and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in this town, and surely has my heart beguiled. Her rosy cheeks, her ruby lips, I own she has my heart enthralled. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Well, a man may drink and not be drunk, a man may fight and not be slain, a man may court a pretty girl and perhaps be welcome back again. But since it has ought to be, a time to rise and a time to fall. Come, fill to me the parting glass. Good night, and joy be with you all. Good night, and joy be with you all. Happy St. Patrick's Day.